Hello everybody. For the past few months, we have been waiting for Heartland Season 14 to be released on Netflix. Even though it's been months since the season got premiered, many fans around the world haven't been able to watch it yet, which is a shame. All of us want to be a part of the Heartland craze whenever a new season is being released, and thus, waiting for an internationally accessible platform to get the rights to stream it's just pure torture. Heartland is produced by CBC, a Canadian media company that is known for a lot of great shows, including Coroner, Murdoch Mysteries, Schitt's Creek, and Anne with an E. And yet, despite all these prominent series, one can easily argue that Heartland is the best and most well-known show on the channel. Thus, releasing each Heartland season is major news for the company. Whenever there is a new season, a lot of foreign media outlets look for an opportunity to stream the show. In the US, UpTV is usually the one that gets these rights and streams Heartland for the American folks. Unfortunately, though, the majority of the world simply doesn't get the chance to watch Heartland on any legal streaming platform. Well, at least, they didn't until very recently. A few years ago, Netflix bought the streaming rights of the show, which is just huge. Yes, Netflix has its faults, but still we cannot deny the fact that the platform is the best in the business and is accessible from all corners of the world. In other words, this meant that our prayers has come through when Netflix started to stream Heartland. We got the chance to rewatch the entire series from episode 1. So far, we were at the hands of CBC, waiting for the channel to stream the old episodes once again, and yet, now all the episodes are in our hands and we can watch them whenever we want, which is total bliss. For instance, we watched Ty and Amy getting married once again. Similarly, we got to experience the iconic dancing at the true scene over and over again. That's to say, Netflix has provided us with the ultimate feeling of nostalgia and made us very happy. The only problem was the fact that the show's newest episodes were not available on Netflix. Receiving a lot of criticism over this, Netflix turned the pandemic into an advantage and managed to get all the released seasons of Heartland thus far at once. This initiative not only made us very cheerful but also very hopeful regarding the future, since we all assumed that from now on, Netflix will release all the new Heartland seasons simultaneously with the CBC. Well, unfortunately, we were wrong. Instead, Netflix fell back for about 2 seasons within only a year. How? The answer is surprisingly easy. Since CBC gets to stream the newest seasons in the first and UpTV releases them in the second, Netflix is obliged to wait for their turns to be completed so that it can release all the new seasons. Therefore, it took almost a year for Season 14 of Heartland to be available on Netflix. Now, we're patiently waiting for Season 15 to come to the platform so that we can enjoy it just as much as Season 14. What was so great about Heartland Season 14? If you ask this question to a certain group of fans, they would tell you that there is nothing good about Season 14 since it's the season that witnessed the loss of a very beloved character. They would say it was a sad, depressing season with nothing to cheer up the soul. They would say even watching Lindy was no longer a happy incident. Well, we're sad to admit that they are not so wrong. In fact, at first, we were on the same page with them. We couldn't believe that the season has started with the sudden death of Ty and then continued to be a journey of depression and mourning for the rest of the cast. Even the Canadian weather seemed gloomier than ever. That being said, now that it's been a year since the season's premiere and we have got the chance to reflect upon it multiple times, we kinda think that the season was pretty epic. Why? Because it's the seasons that everything has changed and our characters had to change and grow up so much. To be honest, although it's been more than a decade since the show got released, almost none of the characters, especially Amy, showed any substantial character growth. She was already a pretty angel-like character and continued to be that way, which is good for her. And yet, when Ty died, she had to sit down and make a decision. Will she seek revenge and turn into an angry soul that cannot find peace no matter what and thus leave behind the chance of finding happiness again? Or will she make a peace with her destiny and try to embrace her pain even if it hurts so damn much? Although the ultimate answer to this question came later in Season 15, the grounds for this long and difficult journey lay during Season 14, and we highly appreciate it. Also, the season provided the rest of the cast to shine through for once. When Ty and Amy were together, their romance was the focal point of the show. Thus, the rest were not getting enough time to have almost anything. Since Season 14, though, the focus of the show is shifted and kinda divided between all the characters, which we love. That's to say, we're glad to have Season 14 even if it was a sad one, and we believe it's treated unfairly by the fans. What do you think about Season 14 of Heartland? Do you plan to watch it on Netflix once again? Let us know what you think in the comments below and don't forget to like, subscribe and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.